I think we saw this coming. I think because the way how we've been outscored late in the game, I think you just knew the 14-point lead was not going to be enough. I think we all knew that, and especially even without their top players, they still managed to get it done. So injury is not a factor here. As the Heat lose 116-130 to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I tried to say it on Monday nights. They're gonna come out and play angry, and they eventually did. The Heat had the lead for the majority of the game, like pretty much the majority of the game, right? And then in the fourth quarter, well, you can pretty much guess what happened in the fourth quarter. That we were outscored in the fourth quarter 37-19. 37-19, man. And it started off with a 19-5 run in the fourth. Oh, man. Shots were not going down. Miami Heat is being undisciplined. Committing fouls left and right. Getting blocked in the paint. Nothing was working for the Miami Heat. And they kept fouling, too. This is what the Cleveland Cavaliers did in the last game. They did exactly what the Miami Heat did tonight. So I'm just not sure what ended up going wrong here. And the Heat lose their first home game in the season. It started off good though. You know, I thought Norman Powell was still as great as he is. He's still very good. Khalil Ware, I believe, is getting better every single time. Jaime was not. Jaime was struggling tonight. I thought Jaime had a pretty rough game. You know, he was shooting the basketball, okay, yeah, but he's 4 for 15, and he hasn't made a three-pointer. I don't know, man. Free throws were not a problem. I don't think free throws were a problem tonight for the Miami Heat, at least. The reason why I think it's because of the free throws is what I just said earlier. We keep committing fouls. Cleveland's 26-31 on the line. It's partially the reason why we lost this game. But the big reason why we lost this game, okay, the biggest reason of all is inability to get the rebound, and specifically offensive rebounds. You know how many times they got a second chance opportunity in the fourth quarter? Plenty of times. We were outscored. Obviously, we were outscored. But we were out-rebounded 15-9 as offensive rebounds. It's not close. I'm sorry, it's just not close. Especially that we already have the big man there, and nobody else seems to be doing anything else. And the fact that they have their big guys there, like Jarrett Allen, who shockingly hasn't even played in overtime or much of the fourth quarter in the last game, has been playing a lot in this scenario because the fact that Evan Mobley's not even playing in this game either. So the younger guys and the younger talent, as well as Jarrett Allen, they're stepping up. And Miami Heat was unprepared for it. They just were. Okay, so like I said, 26-31 in free throws. We're 11-13. That's the key, one of the big factors of why we lost this game. And also the inability to get offensive rebounds. And also the inability to even get a defensive rebound as Cleveland's getting the offensive rebound. The field goals, it's the same thing. 45 field goals for both teams. We have 15 3-pointers. They have one less than what we have. It's that simple. We were out hustled. We were just getting run over in the fourth quarter. They played the game very good for the rest. They even had a 14-point lead in the third quarter to start off. A 14-point lead. And Cleveland went on a run. Okay, Cleveland went on a run. I think it was like 66-73, which is actually it was a 5-point lead right there. But the Heat went on a run. Okay, it was 78-92. Everything was going great. Then Cleveland went on a run. I mean, Dean Wade is shooting a three-pointer. Nobody can stop him. Especially Tyrese Proctor is stepping up to the plate. I say it as an expression. But Tyrese Proctor is stepping up. Who's stopping him? Nobody seems to be figuring out Tyrese Proctor. Craig Porter is also shooting the basketball. The third quarter score was 97-93. We had a good first quarter. We had a decent second quarter. And despite having a really awesome start in the third quarter, we only won the third quarter by 1 point. And then it got away. Cleveland had their first lead of the game in the fourth quarter, and they never looked back. The Heat just didn't have answers. They just didn't have answers to stop Sam Merrill, actually, Luke Travers, who's shooting the basketball, Naquan Tomlin with the offensive rebound tipping. By the way, he has two offensive rebounds in that same possession. Actually, maybe even three. That same possession. Nobody's stopping him? How tall is Naquan Tomlin? I'm curious. Where is he? Naquan Tomlin. There you are. 6'8". We have a 7-feeter. We get out rebounds. Come on, man. That's a joke. Proctor shooting a 3-pointer. Yeah. And the Heat were not able to get shots in at all. Okay, nobody can get a basket in. Jared Allen's getting a layup in very easily. Now we're all of a sudden be down by 10. And then it got away. DeAndre Hunter shooting the ball plus the N1. They're getting N1s and we're not. Jaime Jaquez getting shot, Alonzo Ball getting a 3-pointer, Andrew Wiggins getting a 3-pointer. But what does that matter? We lost this game 130-116. It was a good start, and then once again, it just falls flat on the Miami Heat on the fourth quarter. It was rough. It was a rough fourth quarter for the Miami Heat, and of course, this is something that I've been nervous about for a while. Stuff like this happening. But I'm kind of surprised that it took this long for it to finally reappear again, because the Miami Heat have been playing very well. Okay, they've been playing so well at home, and especially with the original Vice jerseys. The Vice jersey that I was looking for, actually, and I couldn't find it anywhere, so that's why I'm wearing this jersey. It's a nice jersey. Come on, you gotta admit that was a really nice, beautiful looking jersey. But my point stands is they just fell flat, and Cleveland figured this out, especially even without Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, and Donovan Mitchell. They're not playing. Their top stars were not playing, and we were outscored 37-19. Why? Rebounds, offensive rebounds specifically, and they're getting the free throws in, much like the Heat did in the third quarter in last game. And the guys who don't really get much recognition, because Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and Darius Garland mainly get the spotlight, they were stepping up. They were stepping up, and that's how the Heat lost. There was nothing controversial. There was a replay too that was saying like, oh, that Cleveland had it out of bounds, and there was a confusion, so Erispo challenged it, and the Heat won that challenge, by the way. I think that happened like the first two quarters. I think it was the second quarter. I forgot which one it was, but either way, it doesn't matter, because the Miami Heat lose 116-130 at home to Cleveland Cavaliers, and by all means, I'm not discrediting Cleveland. Cleveland is a fucking powerhouse team. Okay, they are a great team. We all knew they're a great team. Okay, they got a good coach who, by the way, was able to coach through the whole game, not getting ejected, and they got good players, and they're utilizing those players properly. Spo could do that too, but I don't know, man. I think they outmatch us and figure this out. All right, let's look at the box score, we can call it. Cleveland, Dean Wade with just 8 points, with 2 for 4 and 3-pointers, with one more in the paint, with 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. DeAndre Hunter with 21 points, with 1 for 5 in 3-pointers, 4 for 5 free throws, 8 for 13 in field goals, with 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Jared Allen with 30 points. No surprise there for the center. Is he their center? Let me double check real quick. Yeah, he's the center. 30 points for him, with 12 for 20 in field goals, 6 for 7 in free throws, with 10 rebounds, 2 assists. He has a double-double. No surprise there. Alonzo Ball making a start for, I believe for Darius Garland, or maybe even Donovan Mitchell. Let's go with that. But Lonzo Ball, the older brother of LaMelo Ball, He got 15 points in this game with 4 for 7 in three-pointers, 3 for 3 in free throws, 1 more in the paint with 2 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, and a block. Yes, Lonzo Ball can play basketball. Let's get that out of the way. It's not just LaMelo. He plays for the Charlotte Hornets. This is older brother Lonzo. And Sam Merrill with 5 points, with 1 for 8 in three-pointers, also a field goal, 2 for 2 in free throws with 3 assists, 1 steal, and a block. And then off the bench, you got a couple of players. Craig Porter Jr. with 19 points, with 3 for 3 in three-pointers, 2 for 3 in free throws, 7 for 12 in field goals, with 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals, and 4 blocks. Jesus, man. He should have been a starter here. And Tyrese Proctor with 12 points, with 2 for 8 in three-pointers, 2 for 2 in free throws, 4 for 15 in field goals, with 2 rebounds and 2 assists. All right, Miami box score, Andrew Wiggins with 17 points, with 2 for 5 in three-pointers, 1 for 2 in free throws, 7 for 13 in field goals, with 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 blocks. Andrew Wiggins played a really good game. I thought he was really good in this game. Khalil Ware, 15 points for him, with 6 for 7 in field goals. He has a three-pointer in this game, 2 for 2 free throws, with 13 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and a block. He's not going to get 20 rebounds every game, but still, 13 rebounds, still awesome to me. And he has another double-double, so great game for Khalil Ware. And of course, Norman Powell playing his usual great basketball. 27 points for him, with 5 for 10 in three-pointers, 2 for 2 in free throws, 10 for 18 in field goals, with 2 rebounds, 5 assists. Still playing his great basketball, but you could sense some frustration in him as the game goes along, some late, not getting the calls that he wanted and stuff like that. But that's why you got to remain disciplined and keep your composure and play through. Your assist is going up. You might as well keep utilizing it. Davion Mitchell with 16 points, with 2 for 4 in three-pointers, 7 for 13 in field goals, with 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. Not a bad game for him. Pelo Larson with just 9 points, 2 for 3 in three-pointers, 1 in the paint plus the and 1, with 4 assists and a block. And that was a darn good block in the third quarter. Beautiful block. And then off the bench, Simone Fontecchio with 13 points for him. 3 for 5 in three-pointers, 1 more in the paint, 2 for 2 in free throws with 4 rebounds and 1 steal. And Jaime Jaquez really regressed in this game, was struggling with 11 points, 4 for 15, like I said earlier in the video. 3 for 3 in free throws, though, with 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 6 more points from the combined with Nikola Jovic, who had a travesty game, and Drew Smith, who I want to bring up. I want to talk Drew Smith just a little bit, just for 45 seconds. Congratulations to Drew Smith. There was an announcement that he is going to be a father. So let's give it a round of applause for Drew Smith. That is incredible news. I'm so happy for him. He's going to be a really good father. And he's a nice guy off the court, really awesome dude, really good player that he has made it this far in the NBA. He is going to be an awesome dad, and he's going to be a great husband. And he's already been a good husband, but he's going to be a great dad. So congratulations once again to Drew Smith for becoming a father. It was announced earlier today, I believe, or was it yesterday? It was one of those. Either way, congratulations, Drew Smith. Hopefully the next game will be better than this one. You can be a proud daddy. But anyway, guys, there you go. That's going to do it for this one. Miami Heat's next game is going to be on Prime. This is going to be NBA Cup game, and that is going to be actually right here in New York. That's going to be on Prime Video, so 7 o'clock tip-off at Madison Square Garden. If I'm going to that game, I'll go check the ticket prices, but I am very doubtful I'm going to go to this game, so... plus these games are so expensive, really, really expensive. So I don't want to price on myself yet, But anyway, guys, that's our next game Friday night against the New York Knicks, and they play against the Knicks again on Monday, and on Monday, the 17th. Will that be a day? Okay, will that be a day that Tyler Hero makes his return? Will that be the day that he comes back? We'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, I am going to go to bed. I got work in the morning, and yeah, you know, the real life stuff. But yeah, if you liked this video somehow, some way, hit the like button, subscribe for content, because Miami TVJ is back. When he does, he will write the video for you you deserve. This is Miami TVJ sign up, folks. Good night.